You didn't.
Nene, you have cooties. Ha ha, you have cooties.
Jacob, you can't do that. That's not nice.
Bam, bam, bam.
Megan LeGro, and I'm playing the guidance counselor, Miss LeGro. Is that on you?
No. Amanda Klein, and I'm playing the mother, Mrs. Klein.
Nick Scaturrom, and I'm playing the father, Mr. Klein.
Hi, Miss LeGro.
Hi, Miss Amanda.
I just wanted to let you know that Jacob has been acting very weird in gym class, and I was wondering if we should get the parents involved because it may be contributing to his negative behaviors.
I am glad that you brought this to my attention. What kind of behaviors has Jacob been demonstrating?
Well, the other day he pushed a girl over and told her that she had cooties, and then he stole the ball from her and kicked her. And also I went up to fix it and tell him not to do that, and he ran away from me pointing guns at my face, so he wasn't really listening at all to what I was saying.
Definitely. I think that we should get the parents involved and see if maybe something at home is adding to the behaviors and figure it out from there. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Miss LeGro.
Pleasure.
So I wanted to have this meeting with you guys today after concern by the staff about your son Jacob. So I wanted to start out with you guys telling me a little bit about him and if you've noticed any changes about his behavior at home.
Okay. All right. Jacob has always been a quiet kid that likes to stick to himself. He does have a tough time listening to directions, but I'm always getting home late from work, so I really don't notice it at all.
Well, I haven't really noticed any change in his behavior. I talked to the nanny and she says that he's very quiet. He usually goes up to his room and plays his video games, and sometimes he plays his video games with his brother.
Your information is helpful, and I'm glad to hear what you guys have to say, but I wanted to let you know that Miss Amanda, our physical education teacher here, has brought it to my attention that Jacob has been showing signs of negative and aggressive behavior here at the school.
Oh, really? I didn't know he would act like that.
Well, what Miss Amanda noticed was that Jacob was using physical aggression towards a classmate who he first pushed to the ground and then continued to kick while he was on the ground. He also showed verbal aggression where he told another girl that she had cooties, and after her response, he said he didn't care because she was stupid. When Miss Amanda pulled him aside, he just ran away from her while he was shooting guns at her and making
Well, he may have done the shooting actions because I actually noticed the other night when he was grabbing a movie, there was a Call of Duty 2 video game next to the Xbox. I do not really have any control over what Xbox games he enjoys playing.
I guess I could try to motivate him more by talking to the nanny and trying to get him involved in other activities. Since I'm busy, I don't really have the time or the energy to help out. I am going to have the nanny attempt to get him to do something more around the house and outside.
When I was a kid, my dad tried to force me into activities that I really didn't want to do, so I tried to make it a point for my kids to be able to make their own decisions, and as long as they have food and a roof over their head, that was my main concern, that they will be fine.
Oftentimes we do run into situations where children show aggression in different forms. This can be completely normal for most kids in this age group. However, when the aggression becomes frequent and starts to affect the child's ability to learn and grow, this is when we realize that we should start to involve the parents. So we do this to get a sense of the parents' child rearing styles to better understand where the negative acts may be coming from. That's why I wanted to ask you these questions. What we hope to do from here is to express to both of you how to understand Jacob's actions and ways to make the situation better and less likely to reoccur.
It has really never been brought to our attention that Jacob acts out in the way that he does that's harmful to others. So I think this is definitely something that needs to be addressed, and I appreciate your concern for it.
We just wanted to make you guys aware, but here in the guidance department, we're always open to talk and give information to solve any sort of questions or problems. So a little bit of information I can give you both today about what I've heard from you guys and what we've noticed about Jacob is that with violent media, one of the strongest correlations is aggressive behavior. So that could be one of the biggest things that he is mimicking. One of the issues with the violent media is that these programs depict violent and aggressive acts with no other ways of showing right from wrong and solving problems. Unfortunately, also, boys are more prone to mimicking these hostile behaviors. So with Jacob's case, that could be another thing. As the parents, it would be beneficial for both you and the child to become more involved. The uninvolved type of parent can often get caught up in a busy work schedule and not have as much time or energy for the child as they may need. I'm by no means saying that you guys are neglecting Jacob like the severely uninvolved parent would, but from his current behaviors, he's showing signs of needing more tender and loving care than what he is receiving from his parents.
I believe that we are both interested in doing whatever we can to fix Jacob's behavior and make his future brighter. I know that I often choose work over being home and helping out with the kids, but I now realize that that is not the way I should be raising my child, and I need to make adjustments to my parenting style that will better our entire family.
It is hard for me to admit it, but I am sad to hear that Jacob has been acting out in the way that he has, and I would love some advice on how to move on from here to fix our problems.
Mr. and Mrs. Klein, this is wonderful news. I'm excited that you both are willing to compromise with work and home and make it more interactive and enjoyable for Jacob and yourselves. One of the most successful child rearing styles is called authoritative. It will be a slow transition and may be difficult at first, but authoritative parents are warm, attentive, and sensitive to a child's needs. These types of parents are excited and will be interested in involving themselves with Jacob's extracurricular activities. You may think about considering Jacob's opinions and listening to what he has to say. Authoritative parents are able to adjust their control techniques, and disciplinary actions are used not to scold but rather to teach the child and promote a positive solution to a moment of negative behavior. A good start with starting this form of parenting style would be to ask Jacob how his day went and really listen to him with what's going on while supporting him in a positive manner. Also, a good start to fixing the issue with the pushing incident would be to sit him down and explain that what he did was wrong and that he hurt someone else, and tell him how it was wrong and how he could make it better. I would like if both of them sat down together while Jacob apologized to really show him and teach him that his own mistakes so they don't happen again in the future.
We're very thankful for your assistance and all the information that you've provided for us tonight that, to make sure this does not happen again.
Our son is very important to us, and we want to do our best to have a loving and comfortable connection with him.
We will definitely go home and talk to Jacob about his actions and contact the parents of the other kids involved so we can properly apologize to them for his actions.
Wonderful. It was a pleasure meeting with you guys today. I'm glad that the situation is solved and you are both ready to make things a little bit better.
You too. Thank you very much.